Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with House of the Dragon. Last time around we had The Burning Mill. The Burning Mill. I was trying to make a Burning Down reference. I don't think it worked. Anywho, what did happen last episode? Sir Criston Cole, the Hand of the King, has set out to claim Harrenhal. However, he is a little late because Daemon already made it there, but he rode off with Alicent's brother, Sir Gawain Hightower, and then they got caught by Baela? I think that was her name. Was it Baela? Something like that. One of the other Velaryons that are with Rhaenyra. And yeah, so she got word back. Rhaenyra has been trying to avoid all-out war at all costs, and she even went and met with Alicent in secret, although Alicent didn't know it until it happened, pretty much. And it was cleared up that, no, Viserys did not say at the last possible second, oh, by the way, I changed my mind, Aegon should be king. He was talking of the dreams of Aegon the Conqueror. And now Alicent feels like she feels like a horse's backside, so, but it's a little too late now. There's nothing really that they can do to stop this. The war will happen, so, on another note, I saw that House of the Dragon was trending this morning. I didn't see any spoilers, actually. All I saw was that Aemond was trending, and that's it. That's all I saw. And I was like, well, okay, Aemond is trending, sure. And then when I went to Max this morning, I booted it up, and House of the Dragon was front and center on the front page of Max. And it said, watch the episode that is, like, breaking the internet right now. And I was like, ooh. So Max has basically informed me that this is going to be a ridiculous hype episode, apparently. So let's see if it lives up to those I mean, it probably will. Knowing me, I love House of the Dragon, everything about it, so it probably will live up to the hype, but yeah. But I don't know what's happening. Like, this is not one of those, like, oh, and now I have to tell you I've been spoiled. I've not been spoiled on anything. All I know is that apparently something big is going to happen in this episode, so let's not waste any more time. Why don't we just jump right into this episode of House of the Dragon? Here we go. Oh, is Daemon tripping out again? Is this what he's gonna do all season? Is just trip balls at Harrenhal? Oh. Hey, we get more of little Rhaenyra. That's nice.
Speak plainly.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it? Stop. Oh!
There's been a raven.
Oh, why is his hand bloody?
Mario Grace.
My prince, my grace, your grace.
Your grace.
Lord Grover is looking more hale and healthy than I expected.
Yeah.
This is Oscar Tully, grandson to Grover Tully. He is...
Well, my time is short and I have need of an army. Perhaps you might place a feather pillow over his head and speed along your inheritance. Are you here to speak with your grandsire's voice for House Tully in the Riverlands?
While he still lives? That is not our way.
Then you're of no use to me.
Oh, yeah.
I was not told his saviour was so comely. Your mother must have been very beautiful.
Very nice.
Stop scaring the little guy. I was gonna say new, but then I didn't know. But he's also not little, so I fucked that up.
I know who he is, Corlys.
Who is he? He's a bastard. Ow. Man, everyone breaks Viserys' stuff.
Do you believe Viserys wanted Aegon to succeed him?
I could not know.
Yeah.
His Grace never raised the matter with me.
He didn't have to. Because it was already done in his mind. Like 20 years ago. Yeah, tease for her. Can't be having Kristen Cole's bastards. Wonder what they actually put into the prop, if anything. Like Gatorade? Coca-Cola, maybe?
This council is rudderless.
I'm doing my best to steer it, Sir Alfred.
Why should your voice be any louder than ours, Princess?
Because
Queen
she's
did not
smart.
name you Hand. It is her voice and that of the King Consort that we need to raise alliances and command our vassals. But they are gone.
What has come of this council?
Here's a louder voice.
My lord.
Yeah, you can talk shit to the kids and to the woman, but not to him.
Men of House Darkland, all who bend the knee to the true King Aegon will be spared. You can earn back your honor by raising his banner and fighting in his name against the whore of Dragonstone. All who refuse...
The whore of Dragonstone. God, Kristen's such an incel. Ugh. Now, why does Kristen have to look so cool?
God is already preparing his attack.
How do you know this?
He sent word to me.
To you?
To you. Yeah, to the crown prince, not the king.
Calmaos ne hortami vrepakon aeopeopolis. Lokos ton kotabri predagon. Prosia potaule de vrepakon. Sielvotaro mi sirto mi tiripiti vetogon.
Meh. Yeah, that guy didn't understand him, but he knows what he said.
Audli non gieri, Jumbi.
Oh, God, they are such brothers. Like, seriously. A man could only say this stuff to his brother.
Segiton Billy Vazni.
His High Valyrian is not that good, is it?
Sir Kristen wins every challenge he faces there. That truth alone is like to incite Rhaenyra's fury.
He's covered himself in glory, to be sure.
You must worry for him.
Eh.
Sir Kristen is the hand of the king.
That was a face of, I could take him or
We should
leave
all
him.
pray for his victory and safe return.
Indeed.
Indeed.
The war will be fought. Many will die. And the victor will eventually ascend the throne. The significance of Viserys' intentions died with him.
Well, it's too late now. He's dead, and we are the poorer for it. See, at a point, if I was having all these dreams, I'd just get tired of it. Oh, is that... What if that's Viserys? Eh? Wait, it was Aemond, but not quite Aemond?
Black hadn't felled the grove of weirwood trees that grew on these lands. Heart trees imbued with the spirits of those who lived long before he came.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Can still... Here, drink this. You'll need your sleep if you're to win this place to your side.
I don't know if that's... I don't know if I would just drink something, but...
Who are you?
Sir William Blackwood of House Blackwood, Your Grace. As I said.
How long have I been out?
Well met.
I once vied for Queen Rhaenyra's hand. Before she wed Seleno. I was like her spirit. She had the true blood of the dragon.
And you're prepared to march without the leave of your lord.
Oh, God, he's still seeing things? Or is he not?
Your Grace.
Oh my gosh.
And once you and your dragon bring the Queen's justice to the brackets...
God, what are you putting in the wine, man?
Our lords in the Crown Lands browsing.
He's just messing with the thing.
Pace with the dragon's relentless appetite.
God, he hates being king.
Kingmaker, they're calling him. And with Aemond and Vhagar also at the ready, we are a formidable opponent.
You bore me.
You all bore me.
He hates being king so much. It is ridiculous.
What are you doing here?
Where are your father's books?
I ordered them removed.
With no thought
To where?
the centuries of knowledge in those pages.
Go. This clearly isn't going to be a good one.
Do you think simply wearing the crown imbues you with wisdom?
Meh.
In the hope that you might be half the king your father was?
Tread carefully.
Or what? You'll hang me as you did your rat catchers? Or have me banished as you did your hand?
Meh.
I ruled in your father's absence throughout his long illness, and Otto Hightower was as cunning a statesman as ever lived. You should humbly be seeking our opinions and counsel.
Not Kristen Cole.
What would you have me do, Mother?
Do simply what is needed of you. Nothing.
Yeah. Sit in the chair. We'll do everything for you. You know, Aegon is an interesting character. Like, you can't get a... Like, there's nothing really black and white about him, I feel like.
Dragonstone and their dragons are just across the bay. What, grown tired of living, have you?
Meh.
You afraid, sir?
Worse. I'm rational.
Meh. Yeah.
We advance.
He's not a friggin' maniac like you are. Just trying to get back at a little girl who spurned you 20 years ago.
To support the war that your vassals have been fighting in your absence, Your Grace.
Cole's host has grown.
What was that tone, young man?
Where have you been these last days? You vanished without so much as a word.
I apologize for my...
Bro, you're about to get slapped by your mama.
You saw Alison.
Yes, I did.
You could have been taken or slain.
I inherited 80 years of peace from my father. Before I was to end it, I needed to know that there was no other path.
Well,
And
and now...
Only one choice remains to me. Either I win my claim, or die.
I know everyone here is thinking, well, we could have told you that 3 episodes ago, but...
Send me.
No.
I will burn Cole's lines and withdraw before King's Landing could even
You lack
raise
the
alarm.
experience.
Damn, she's gonna take Cole out
You
herself.
must send me, Your Grace. Meleys is your largest dragon and no stranger to battle.
That's true. That's a good option. She's experienced, she has the largest dragon. And unfortunately, if she dies, it's not the end of the world.
There's something I need to tell you, Jace. Something I should have told you when you first became heir to the throne.
Oh.
It's Aegon the Conqueror's time.
Oh, he's going out? Oh, is she gonna face Aegon?
Ordained. He called it the Song of Ice and Fire.
Oh, shit. God, they're out of there. Oh, I wanted to hear her say Dracarys. That's alright. Oh. No. Wait. Oh. It's both of them.
Bombas, Vega, Sir Daor.
I wanna go. Fine. Ah, Vhagar. That was funny. Okay, so she was going to face Vhagar. Now she faces Sunfire. He's so pissed. Do you think Aemon is just gonna, like, let him die? Oh my gosh. We're gonna get a dragon fight today. Ah! Whoa! Singed her hair. What happened? Oh! Oh, you are outclassed. You are so outclassed! Whoa! Saved it. Oh. A lot of dragon guts being spilled right now. Oh! Oh god. Here he comes.
We best get you to cover, my lord.
She can't take Vhagar by herself, though. Ah, he's so big. What if he burns both of them?
Thank the gods!
Duh.
Dracarys!
Oh no, he's gonna burn both of them. Detach, detach! Oh! Oh, Sunfire is out. Oh. Yeah, what happened to him? If he survived, that's gonna be rough. Oh, she's going for it. Oh, I don't want to lose Rhaenys, though. It's so much bigger. Oh! Oh! Meleys, go for the throat! Oh! Another happy landing. Oh, even he got knocked out. Yeah, I'd be running, shitting myself. Boy, Vhagar is old. He's even got the little, like, turkey gobble like old people. Yeah. What's she doing? Where is Vhagar? Kind of hard to lose a dragon that big. Oh! God dang it, it's a Godzilla. Ugh! Oh no. Yeah, Meleys is dead. Oh no! Oh my god, she exploded too! No. Oh, it's still going.
King has fallen. We must find him.
Oh shit.
Aemond!
He's gonna kill Aegon. You could do it and still kill Cole. Oh, is that it? Why'd my subtitles disappear right at the end? I don't know why. Is he dead? Is he actually dead? Okay, well, at the very least, I'm pretty sure Rhaenys is dead. Her dragon fell on top of her, and then it exploded. So, man. Alright, so that's why House of the Dragon was trending. That's why Aemond was trending. Daemon said it, like, at the beginning of this season. He was like, look, I can't take on Vhagar by myself. But together we could. And it's true. Neither of them could take on Vhagar by themselves. Vhagar is just too big and old and powerful. Oh boy. But the question is Aegon dead? He's probably just barely alive, you know? Although Aemond was going to make sure... Well, granted, he did take the dagger, so... But I feel like if Aegon was dead, there would have been a bigger moment of Aemond. Aemond is now king, you know? He would be king with Aegon's son killed. That meant that Aegon was the heir to the throne. Now here's the thing. Let's say that Aegon is dead and Aemond is king. Does that actually change anything? I'm gonna say no. However, what does change things is Rhaenys being dead, you know? I mean, I guess it's a good thing that Rhaenyra didn't go out there, because Rhaenyra would have ended up dying, but so would have Jace. But now Rhaenys is gone. You know, I don't know how long this show is gonna go. You know? Like, I don't know. I don't know how long they plan on doing this show. Like, I know that in terms of the book, Fire and Blood, like, I know that the first season was actually, like, a very small chunk of the story. And now, and this is evidenced by the fact that we're not doing the time skips anymore. It's only been weeks since Viserys died. So, like, I don't know how much we have left, but man, in the middle of season 2, that is the end of Rhaenys. She was so cool, though. She was such a great character. Like, I don't know. How is this going to affect Corlys, you know? Here's the thing. Corlys, he's not a dragon rider, you know? The Velaryons weren't dragon riders. So it's not like he can get revenge on Aemond. I mean, you know, I don't want to say that Daemon was right, but if they had killed Vhagar, or if the assassins had killed Aemond, it would have helped. Aemond and Vhagar are just the big threat now. Again, mainly Vhagar. Like, Aemond is a threat because Vhagar is such a threat, you know? You know what? I'm a little curious how this will change Cole. I feel like it will change him a bit, because, like, I don't know, did anyone actually want Aemond to be king, you know? And I mean, like, look, Sir Criston Cole, who I don't think has ever lost before. Like, at all. He's never lost anything. He has failed upward so hard to where not only is he Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, but he's also Hand of the King. This may have been his first loss, even though technically I think they won, you know? I think they claimed Rook's Rest, but I mean, he got knocked out. And if he has now failed his king and Aegon is dead, this is like the first major loss for Criston Cole, you know? Maybe we can get some character development for him. Or something. I don't know. He sucks so much. Criston Cole sucks so much. You know, he's like, oh, anyone who declares for the whore of Dragonstone, like, he's such an incel. He just, you know, he wanted to run away with her. And okay, sure, he was in love with her and he wanted to run away with her. But when she wouldn't do it, because, you know, she's the heir to the Iron Throne and, you know, next in line to rule all of Westeros, I don't know, maybe don't. I don't know. Like, the fact that he is slighted so much, you know, he's so tilted, you know? And then he just goes and does the same thing with Alicent anyway, you know? He just goes and does the same thing with Alicent. He's just, you know, he's her side piece. He's not asking Queen Alicent to run away. And can we just say, too, that Alicent is a terrible mother? Like, she is actually awful as a mother. Because that whole talk... And, you know, and people have pointed this out, like, you know, after the death of Luke, you know, the first time that Rhaenyra sees Jace after he returns to Dragonstone, the first thing they do is hug and cry because they lost Luke, you know? But then when Aegon is, you know, crying in tears over the loss of his son, Alicent sees that, and she walks away, and she just bangs Criston Cole instead. She doesn't comfort her son, her grieving son. And then here, it's like, look, even if you think Aegon is an idiot and should not have any say in council meetings, there are better ways to do this. I mean, and how old is Aegon? You know, can I even look that up? I probably shouldn't. I mean, Aegon is like, what, 16, 17, you know? Aegon is about 16 or 17. Like, he doesn't understand everything, you know? He doesn't even understand himself, you know? Like, that's such a formative time in your life that it's like, if you're not given the right guidance or help or assistance, you can be really screwed up. As Aegon is, you know? He flew into war because nobody takes him seriously, you know? Like, the council doesn't care about him. Aemond, Criston, Alicent, Otto, nobody cares what he has to say. And even if he doesn't have anything to say, like, they always just kept him so distant, you know? They always kept him distant, like, okay, you go play with your toys while the adults do things, you know? And again, even if they are somewhat justified in that, you know? Even if they are somewhat justified in that, it just... essentially, he lashed out. He lashed out, and now it's gotten him killed, which, I mean, even if it's like, well, now Aemond is the king, and he'll just keep doing what he was already doing while Aegon was king, even still, there might be people, you know, there might be houses that look at this and they're like, oh, Aemond is the king now? I don't know, man. We swore for Aegon. You know, he's just a guy. What are people calling me? Quit calling me. Anyway, it's like, well, we swore for Aegon. You know, what if people are like, oh, Aemond is the king? I don't know about that, you know? Maybe they'll see it as a plot, you know? Maybe they'll see it as a plot for Aemond to take the throne. Or, who knows, they may make Aegon a martyr. Like, it's like, oh, you know, slain by the whore of Dragonstone. Now everyone rallies to Aemond. I don't know. This is all predicated on if he's dead or not, you know? And see, it's not like Aegon could have even, like, lashed at... Who keeps calling me? Fucking, I swear, spam calls are getting annoying. Anyway. It's not like he could have just, like, had his entire council, and his mother, and his brother, and his grandfather, and the Hand of the King all killed for insubordination. It's not like he could have just wiped them all away, because the only people he could have to do that are his Kingsguard. And they suck. They're just a bunch of his moron friends, you know? Like, they literally are not fit to be Kingsguard, you know? But again, I like that. I like that this show has portrayed Aegon in such an interesting way. Like, Aegon is not Joffrey. You know, he's not Ramsay, where, you know, Joffrey was just a monster. Ramsay, probably even worse of a monster. But he's not portrayed as a monster. If anything, he's just sort of portrayed as a teenager. You know? He's just kind of a teenager. He hasn't figured everything out in life. He has been given so much power, but he has not been given respect, you know? Like, there is no respect to him. All of them, which you could even say, I mean, that's just a result of Otto, because Otto never planned to, you know, even if Alicent had never said that Viserys changed his mind, Otto would have installed Aegon anyway, you know? He would have installed Aegon anyway, so it's just an interesting thing, you know? It's an interesting thing. And I guess the other thing with Aegon is, the other difference between him and Joffrey is, Joffrey could be controlled if you know what you're doing. Because I remember that was a line, you know, when Cersei is talking to Tywin and saying, you know, oh, Marjorie has her claws in Joffrey, you know, she knows how to control him. And Tywin just says, good. I wish you knew how to control him, you know? It's like, the problem was that Cersei was awful at controlling Joffrey. But Marjorie could do it. Tywin, to an extent, could do it. Even Tyrion could do it to an extent, you know? I don't know. Or even, like, I don't know. We don't need to go off too hard about Joffrey. But that's the thing. It's like, Joffrey was a monster, but he was also, like, kind of one note. You know? He was kind of one note, and so people could kind of control him. Or at least could give him enough to where he still felt like he was in control. He was the king, you know? Even Sansa could even sort of play him, you know? When she's like, oh, yes, I'm sorry, I'm so stupid. Of course you're going to be in the vanguard leading your troops. They say Stannis Baratheon does that, you know? They say Robb Stark does that. So of course he would do that. Like, everyone knew how to control him, but Aegon is just so different. He's not black and white. He's very layered. He's like an ogre. He has layers. He's like an onion. And he was never meant to be king, you know? He was meant to be sent to somewhere else, pretty much, you know? Where Rhaenyra would have been on the Iron Throne, he would have been sent either to Dragonstone or somewhere else where he could sit and be a lord of nothing and whore and drink himself to an early grave, you know? In the same way that they talked about in, I think it was just after Viserys died and Alicent went to Rhaenys, and she said, you should have been the queen, you know? Rhaenys should have been the queen. Viserys would have loved just being a lord, you know? Just working on his models, reading his history books, you know, just raising a daughter, you know? Like, these were not men who were meant to be kings. That said, Viserys was way better, because Viserys kept that peace. 80 years the realm was at peace. And unfortunately now, Rhaenyra had to end it. So, it's finally time. It took 4 episodes, but it's finally time. But I like that they don't just go to it immediately. I like that Rhaenyra is like, okay, this is a large responsibility. If I'm going to do this, if I'm going to end 80 years of peace from Jaehaerys and Viserys. I have to know that's the only thing I can do. And she knew, and now it is war. And we now have the first casualty, possibly the first 2 casualties. One being Rhaenys, the other possibly being Aegon. I guess we'll have to find out next week. Oh boy. So as for the other stuff, Daemon is still tripping balls at Harrenhal, so that's great. We got to see little baby Rhaenyra again. I say little baby Rhaenyra. Obviously, she's actress is still just a teenager, but it's just because it's like, oh, she's the little one from season 1, you know. So I like that. And it's clear just all this guilt, all these feelings he still has, you know, being passed up for succession because Viserys didn't, according to his own mind, just Viserys didn't love him as much as he loved his daughter, you know? It's like there's so many complications to Daemon, you know? Like, is he going to raise an army against Rhaenyra? We don't know. We don't know. I think that's kind of it. Like, I don't know. There's also the whole thing with Alan, the guy that saved Corlys. I don't know where we're going with that. Like, I hope it's somewhere. I hope we're going somewhere with that, because, like, they keep cutting back to Driftmark and the boat, and I'm just like, guys, you gotta start saying why we're watching this, because I'm starting to lose interest. Every time we cut back to this friggin' boat, I'm just like, okay, here's another scene at the boat. Let's go. There's the end of Rhaenys, the queen who never was. Oh, boy. Sad. It's so sad. Alexa, play Despacito. Sorry if that turned on any of your Alexas, but A, I don't know why you're watching this with your speakers on. B, I also don't know why you have an Alexa. But, I don't know. What am I going to do? Judge you for a piece of technology? Yes. No, anyway. Yeah, I think that's pretty much that. It was a great episode. Very, very great episode, and I'm curious to see where we are going next time. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my House of the Dragon reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.